A very big hello to all of you to this year's Anglers and Captains meeting of the Los Cabos Offshore and the Bisbee's Black and Blue Marlin tournament. Since we're not allowed to be doing any social gatherings at any of our tournaments this year, this is how we're getting our information to you. So bear with me, I'll get through it as quickly and easily as possible and let you know where and when we're doing everything for both of our tournaments. I first want to thank the Appy cruise ship pier for allowing us to be at their pier this year for both registrations and for our way station this year. We're going to be on site at the Appy cruise ship pier for everything that we're doing function-wise. I also want to thank Pelagic for our shirts and hats once again. Marine Trophies for getting them to us in time throughout this COVID mess that we've been going through. Arneon Freight Forwarders, same deal. They got everything down from the States to us and we can't thank them enough. National Rental Car for letting us run around town in their cars for the next couple of weeks. Also want to thank Larry Rackley for our official tournament's 40th anniversary logoed t-shirt. Did a nice job on it this year, as always. Thank you, Larry. Before I get started on everything, I also want to let you know that CatchStat is doing our live scoring once again. They also have a mobile app, CatchStat mobile app, I believe, on both the Android and the iOS phone systems. So go ahead and when you get a minute, go to your app store and download CatchStat mobile app. That way you can get the updated info, who's in what categories, you can get the live standings as well, etc. So everything you'll need for the 2 weeks from a standpoint of jackpots and entry levels, etc. is on this mobile app. So bisbees.com has a link to it, and also you can go to your iOS store directly and get it. So with that being said, the events are going as originally published date-wise. I did mention a location change. We're going to be at the Appy Pier for everything. But as far as dates originally published, which is the Los Cabos Offshore, the 15th of October through the 18th, and then the Black and Blue, the 20th through the 24th. The magazine showing you right now is got everything in it that I'm saying, all the rules, the grid charts, schedule of events, etc. They're all in this magazine. They'll be in your angler bags at registration when you register and pick up your angler bags. You'll have them inside it. But this is what they look like, and make sure you have them with you on the boat since the grid chart's in it. All right. As far as schedule of events are concerned, for both tournaments, registration's going to begin at 3 o'clock on the respective days, and it'll end at 7 o'clock. They're only allowing one representative per team to come into registration and register for you. So I want to push you to do everything ahead of time that you can. Online, register, angler change, add jackpots, etc. You can go ahead and pay on site like normal. It's just that only one of you is going to be allowed to see us at the registration desks and pick up the angler bags at the same time. That'll be from 3 to 7. The fishing hours will be 8 to 5, just like in years past, with the way station being open from 2 to 9 p.m. on the respective fishing days. You need to be in between the jetties at 9. We don't want you racing through the harbor if you're going to be a last-minute show-up. So you just have to be in between the jetties at 9 o'clock, and we'll go ahead and keep weighing fish for everybody that's in before 9, as long as we need to. Our awards banquets. On the days of the awards banquets, we're going to not be able to have a banquet, like we said. So we're going to be distributing the awards checks at the Baja Cantina on the awards days, which would be on the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, which was a Sunday. On the 18th, we'll be at the Baja Cantina, bringing each of the teams up individually to just present their teams' awards to them and the big checks right there at the restaurant. We'll do the same on the 24th for the Black and Blue. We'll be presenting the team awards checks one at a time to them, again, to keep our social gathering to a minimum. As far as rules are concerned, we do not have any rule changes this year compared to the previous years. A reminder that they are team formats, which means you can hand the rod off to another angler during the fight. you just have to keep it in your possession and fight it in a traditional manner. You can't put the rod back down in a rod holder and let the boat do the fighting. So feel free to pass them amongst the team members, and you'll be just fine with any of our team format rules. Again, the magazine has all of this explained to it inside of the magazine pages. For the Los Cabos tournament, a reminder that tuna and Dorado do count. The tuna have a 40-pound minimum to be weighed, and the Dorado are a 30-pound minimum to be weighed. The black and blue marlin are what you are weighing in the billfish categories. Those have the 300-pound minimum, just like the black and blue tournament has the 300-pound minimum. For the Los Cabos tournament, a reminder, striped marlin do count in the release category. They're 100 points each for a release of a striper, sailfish, or spearfish, versus the 300 points you get for the release in a black and a blue marlin. All right. The VHF channels for both tournaments will be channel 28 as our primary. Channel 28 is our VHF channel for both tournaments. We do have channel 27 set up for a backup, just in case if for some reason you do not hear anything on 28. Maybe check 27 to see if we've had to switch over for some technical reason or whatnot. But channel 28 is what we will be on. We've got Axel, once again on radio control from the Buena Vista Beach Resort. Axel's going to be radio control. His cell phone number should be showing up right about now below my chin. It is 624-157-3749. So once again, 624 local area, 624-157-3749 for Axel at radio control. All right, in our release division, I want to do some reminders here simply. Nothing has changed from previous years. As I said, the Los Cabos, you can have striper and sailfish and spearfish. They do count 100 points each in the Los Cabos Offshore tournament, and the black and blue marlin are 300 points each. In the black and blue, it is solely black and blue marlin that count for your releases, and those are 300 points each. We do require photos and or videos of each fish being released. Those need to have two elements in them. Feel free to take as many photos, as much video as you want. We'll take it all. We just want to see the species is the first element that we need. We need to be able to see that it's a black or a blue marlin versus a striped marlin in order to get those extra points. The second element we need is we need to see control of the fish, meaning the mate's hand on the leader, or we need to see the leader connector touch the tip of the rod. Either or constitutes a release. Okay? Once you do have your photos and videos taken, you can email them to us at release@bisbees.com. Put it there, Dave, right below me. Release@bisbees.com is where you want to send all these to. Do have your boat name and team number up in the subject line so we know exactly which folder to put each of the pictures and videos in. It helps us out because we do get a million of them, as you can imagine. Fishing's going to be off the charts, I think, at both tournaments, which is killer. If you don't have the capability to email us the photos or videos, you can bring them into the weigh station. We do have card readers to read virtually every kind of card. We'll be happy to take your card and get your pictures and videos directly onto our hard drives to be reviewed later. We don't watch them at the video or at the weigh station just because too much going on there. So we'll handle it on our own schedule as we can get to them as quickly as possible to get you updates as quickly as possible. Before leaving, I think that's about all I've got for you. Before closing, I want to let you know that since we're not allowed to do the awards banquet this year, which Tricia and I are bummed about, by the way, not being able to see all of you at registration, not being able to see all of you at the awards, and kind of at the weigh station chaos throughout, bums us out. We do like to spend as much time with you as possible and hear what you've been up to since we saw you last. But either way, wonderful virus world we're in right now. Hopefully we'll be back to normal by next year. This is causing us to have the fundraiser that the Bisbee's Fish and Wildlife Conservation Fund normally does at the awards banquet for the Black and Blue. It has now become an online silent auction. It's going to run from the 14th all the way through the 25th of October. It'll run through both tournaments, and it'll officially close on the 25th at noon Cabo time. So throughout the whole 2 weeks, you can go to bisbees.com, click on the link that's going to be there, and download the silent auction app, and you'll be able to log in and see where each of the items are at. We've got a ton of killer items, and you'll be able to bid right there from your phones or computers. It'll alert you that you've been outbid, etc. So it's a neat program, and please get online and get that taken care of, and I think you'll dig some of the things we've got to auction to you this year. Also, Eat Me Lures did a really cool thing. They did the 60 custom 40th anniversary logoed lures that they're giving to the first 60 straight donation donors at the Bisbee's Black and Blues registration. If you're one of those 60 donors, they're giving you one of these lures, and you're also going to be put into a raffle, or excuse me, a raffle for trifecta, I guess is the best word, of Bisbee's free entries for 2021. It's a free East Cape, free Los Cabos, and free Black and Blue base entries to all three that we'll be doing a drawing amongst those 60 people who were the first to donate to the fund. So either way, we hope you'll take part in that and help us out, raise some money for the Green Scholarship Program, for our ITAG fish tagging program, and of course our Project Save the Rhinos anti-poaching training program in South Africa. That's about all I've got, gang. On behalf of Tricia and our entire crew, thank you. Sorry to put you through all this in this video format, but it's a sign of the times we're in, and hopefully we'll be back to normal, being able to interact as we do these meetings in the future. So until then, we'll see you at registration. Thank you for being with us, and we can't wish you enough luck. It's going to be great tournaments, I'm sure. Take care.